I think it's time to start. And hello everyone, and thank you very much for what? Thank you very much for joining us today at the guided tour of the Standoff. My name is Andrei, and I'm obviously your guide for today. We will have a very short, but hopefully very something is wrong with the PowerPoint. Very interesting tour where you will see what's going on at the Standoff, probably the biggest in the world cyber exercise, where we have red teams versus blue teams, a kind of a traditional format of the competition, but unlike what is usually happening in various CTF challenges or at some other conferences, here we have some differences. So let me just briefly explain you where we are, what are the rules, what is the playground, and then I will pass over to Roman, who is already, I think, ready to join us and tell us what's going on in the city right now. So a setup. What do we have at the city? We have created a real physical copy of the real city, which is populated with companies, various industrial parks. We got 14 industrial objects this year. We've got airport, we've got gas station, we've got a couple of electricity companies, we've got train station, we've got something else. Probably Roman will have a chance to walk you through all of the objects within the city. All those companies, they are populated with users, with infrastructure, with everything. So they really look like real companies. And these companies are attacked by hackers, which are, we don't connect to international cyber criminals, obviously, but we've got very professional, very skillful teams from all over the world. This year, we got 30 red teams who are attacking the city and who are trying, unlike what you usually see at the hacking conferences, we don't ask our red teamers to bring some flags or to show us that they can get some files. We did it in a very different way. The competition of Standoff mimics our exact life. And that's why we set the challenges in a different way. We talk with real companies, we talk with real airports, we talk with real, say, oil production companies, and we ask them, hey guys, what are you afraid of? What risks you think may cause significant damage to your business, lead to some catastrophe, something like that? They give us the list of the risks. We put them into our Standoff system, and the task for hackers is to attack and trigger those risks. Like one of the goals for the City Lighting company was to check if there is a possibility to make a blackout in the whole city. And yesterday night, this risk was triggered. So hackers through some web applications, something like that, I don't know exact terms because I'm from marketing, but they have managed to break into the systems and made the whole city stay dark for a couple of hours. So, all those goals are really connected to the everyday life of the companies. On the other part, like we have attackers, on the other part, we have defenders. The goal for defenders is, well, obviously to defend, to stay on the edge of the defense and to stop hackers if they can stop them, or at least to monitor and investigate what they did and how they succeed with doing this. So speaking about that, short agenda, short description of what will happen in the next 30 minutes. So first of all, you will have me and my speech is almost over. Then we have Roman, like I said, who is ready to join us from the city to show us what's going on there, what has broken, how it looks like, how the infrastructure looks and feels, and all the things. Then we got an interview with someone from Blue Team. Red teamers, you know, they are usually shy, so they really prefer not to speak to anyone. Then we have red teams, we have blue teams. On top of them, from the helicopter view, we have Positive Technology Security Operations Center. The guys who are monitoring the monitorers, who are monitoring red, who are monitoring blues, and their goal is to make an arbitrage. They act as a referee of the battle, and they also watch and note all the techniques used by hackers in order to bring them as an expertise to Positive Technologies products. Last but not least is Oleg, who is going to join us. You see the guy with the beard, very senior analyst, who will show us how they detect incidents, how they do this with Positive Technologies products, and what actually they have within the Security Operations Center. I'm almost done with my speech. Just one thing I wanted to tell is why. I mean, why we are doing this all anyway. Basically, there are three reasons for that. The first one is we want to get expertise for Positive Technologies products to make them really best on the market, make them able to catch all the hackers, and that's why we have so many and so different teams. Like I said, again, here we have 30 red teams this year. Last year it was 30 as well. So first of all, we want to feed our products with expertise. Second, we feel responsible, you know, to stress everyone's attention to the fact that our life really depends on the systems which we even don't know how secure they are. We don't know how secure is the airport where we check in, where we put into our baggage and so on. We really don't know how secure the city light system is. Like I said yesterday, it was completely disabled by one of the attacking team. We really don't know sometimes how secure those systems are, unless something dangerous happen. And we want to stress the attention and make it happen just on the playground of the standoff. The third reason is obviously we all are having fun here. The red teamers have fun, blue teamers have fun, we have fun, and hopefully you will have fun as well. So I think Roman is ready. Roman, can you hear me?
Yeah, Andrei. Hello.
Hello, Roman. How are you doing today?
Good, nice. This is the last day of the battle, so everything is going.
Yeah,
okay.
The battle is lasting for more than 70 hours now, right?
Absolutely.
Non-stop. Blue teamers might get a little bit tired already.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think you will have a chance to talk with blue teams as well. And right at that moment, here next to this beautiful mock-up of the modern city agglomeration, whatever you call it. And this is really the very heart of the standoff. So this mock-up helps us to visualize what is happening inside the virtual world, helps us to visualize risks that hackers can trigger, helps us to visualize infrastructure that blue teams have to defend. And we've got 14 different companies inside the infrastructure. Many of these companies have different types of manufacturing and production sites. And we have implemented all these production and technologies around this beautiful mock-up. And it's important to mention that we use a lot of different hardware and software, industrial, I mean. So we used different equipment from well-known vendors like Siemens, like Emerson, like Allen Bradley, whatever you can imagine. As far as I remember, around 30 different types of the industrial control systems used inside the Standoff, and that makes the Standoff really close to the actual life that's around us during these days. So, for example, we have this gas station, which is modeled around the Delta V, Emerson Delta V systems, and Siemens type of the PLCs. Can you show this, please, down below?
Who is the guy? Who is the guy there? Roman. Yeah. I saw the guy. Is it a hacker?
Yeah, absolutely. It's someone who tries to tamper with the valves. In fact, the hackers, what we see with this beautiful mimic, we have some threads of a pipeline which is out of the operation, out of work, and some maintenance is going on around this thread of a pipe. So hackers, in fact, can open up these valves, put the gas through the pipes, and definitely there should be an explosion, as we have a small welding man, some men doing welding around this thread of the pipe. So this is the task for hackers, for example. But what is the difference between the regular CTFs and the Standoffs? Hackers are not limited at all. So basically, they can use this type of the let's say attack vector, but they definitely free to find other types of the vectors that can trigger the actual risks for this gas station. So basically, I think they need to stop it. And in comparison to the regular CTFs, all the objects around this beautiful mock-up around this city, all these scenarios here are interconnected. So if the gas stops, definitely this power plant is going to stop as well, as it feeds up with the gas from the gas station. So you see a power plant, which is also modeled with the Siemens type of the systems, and we see this Siemens 1500 type of the PLC down below. We have the Mimix and the operator station modeled with the WinCC type of the system, SCADA, I mean. So, and the actual power plant feeds up with the business districts with the electricity. So if you stop the gas pipeline, no electricity will be provided to the city, and it means blackout. We have a lot of the different manufacturing here, like chemical things, like windmills, like oil extraction and production. We have an airport, different types of the systems that you can find in airports, in modern airports, like baggage claim systems, like online check-in, like ticketing. Even the bridge can be, and this transport bridge can be managed by the hackers as well. So, and as I said, everything is modeled there with the real SCADA software and hardware. Andrei?
Fantastic, Roman. Just a quick question, maybe.
Yeah.
What has already happened in the city? I mean, I heard that yesterday night, they were able to do the blackout. What else?
Yeah,
what else
absolutely.
happened?
Yeah, last night the red teams were able to manage the gas station is going to stop. So they implemented the risk and the vector of attack that I talked previously. So they stopped gas station. There was no any gas supply to the power plant, and the city goes into the dark. So that was one of the risks that happened last night. Last day, the red teams were managed to to hack the online check-in system in the airport and online ticketing system. They drop prices to tickets down to the zero.
Oh, really?
There are a lot of people stuck in the airport trying to get to vacations.
Vacations
for free.
Free vacations.
yeah. Like, see, I see here exactly this type of risk probably is triggered by the hackers, because you see a long queues here in airport. Normally, then there is not so many people around. Yeah,
Fantastic.
so we have the railways here. We have an amusement park, so hacker can trigger some risks among these amusement park. They can manage these ferry wheel. They can speed it up, get it over the axis, and so on. So we've got an oil storage here, well pad, and control system that helps it to work. We have the wind farm, like I said, and the actual risk that is that is triggered by hackers as well at that moment is these meals. In the normal situation, they have to rotate, but at that moment they stop, and we see on these SCADA HMI that something happened with this. So hackers definitely triggered some risks around this wind farm as well. Yeah, we've got here the chemical production and ammonia synthesis type of a technological process. And for hackers, for example, here, the actual task is to stop this cooling system and rise the temperature to create an emergency situation. Yeah. Andrei.
Wow. That
Andrei?
is great. Yes. Can you hear me, Roman?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. It was really exciting. As far as I know, we will see you soon. But thanks for the tour. The city is really lovely. I saw that the trains are still moving, so hopefully not everything is hacked and completely stopped in our city. At least you can escape the city by train.
Yeah, I will try.
Thank you very much, Roman, and we will see you soon.
Yeah,
so,
see ya.
Having said that, we have Kirill, who is already available, and I see that he is in some blue area, so probably he can tell us some insights about the blue teamers. Hello, Kirill. How are you doing today?
Maybe. How, Andrew? Am I loud and clear?
Yes. We can hear you and your pretty voice.
Oh, that's great. So here on the standoff, we have 5 blue teams, and as Andrew already said, they are real security operations center analysts from our customers and service providers. And each team is responsible for the cybersecurity of a certain company. And right now, I'm on the blue team spot, where the 3 out of 5 teams sit here in those fancy cages. And we have a chance to ask Dmitry from Jet Security team about his experience participating in the standoff. Oh, I'll bring him here in a second. Hi, Dmitry. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Can I ask you some questions?
Yeah.
What objects what objects Jet Security team is responsible for?
Yeah, I'm from Jet Security team, and our main goal is investigate incidents in tube segment of the city. It includes gas pipe system, electric city light system, and also interactive billboards on the buildings.
That's great. And why are you here? What goals do your team chase in participating here in the standoff?
Well, first of all, it's very interesting and very interactive. It's also a good stress test for us, because we should work now for about 24 hours a day, and it's really hard. We can face with a lot of new techniques from hackers, and it's good for our team as team building.
That's great. And did you succeed in uncovering any kill chains maybe already?
I think so, because we reported more than 100 incidents. Also, we've made 5 complete investigations of incidents in the city, and we catch a lot of attacks. It's some kind of exploits of different types, brute forcing in SCADA segment and on another hosts, SQL injections, also social engineering. I think we catch all type of attacks that are popular today.
That's a great result, I think. And can I ask you about what security tools do you use for monitoring and catching the hackers?
Now we are using security tools from Positive Technology. It's a huge pack of security tools. We also use embedded security tools in operating system like Windows and Linux. Also use Sysmon and next generation firewall.
And what's your favorite positive product is?
I think PTNet network attack discovery is most useful for us today.
Yes, it's a great product. And last but not least, tell me please about your own experience of participating here. Would you recommend this to all the blue teams around the world?
I think I can recommend this event because it's really interesting. It's a good playground for blue team, for pen testers, for all participants, and it's one stage where we can meet pen testers, hackers, and modern attacks with a big pack of incidents.
Oh, that's
really good.
That's cool. Thank you. And today is the last day, so I wish you can sleep well tonight after the more than 70 hours of standoff. So thank you, Dmitry.
Thank you.
Good luck and have fun.
Bye.
So that was a quick interview with Dmitry from Jet Security team. And now I'm ready to pass the mic back to Andrew. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kirill. I just realized that your shirt today is blue as well. So now you are very much prepared to be the reporter from the blue team corner.
Yes, I'm prepared well.
Thank you very much, Kirill. It was really interesting and very informative. I think that Roman is ready to join us again. I said you at the very beginning that we got red teams, we got blue teams, red teams are attacking, blue teams are defending, and we got Positive Technology Security Operations Center who is staying on top of this. And right now, Roman is at the main stage of our Positive Technology Security Operations Center, ready to tell us something about our products. I mean, well, obviously Positive Technologies products, and have an interview with the head of Security Operations Center, Tony, who will join Roman soon. Roman, can you hear me now?
Yeah, absolutely, Andrei. Can you hear me?
Yes.
That's
Tell
cool,
me a little bit.
I've got no blue t-shirt or something else blue on me, but I'm still try to talk about the blue things. And here with me, the Tony, head of the Security Operations Center, or the whole standoff, which helps us to judge the competition, to find all the attacks that red teams try to implement, all the risks that they try to trigger. So Tony, what's the news? How it's going?
Hello, everyone. Actually, the night was hot. As all of you know, the night is the perfect time for hiking, right? And that night was really successful for attackers. They triggered different risks. For example, they stopped the wind plant. After that,
Right at the moment,
yeah, actually, it's still stopped because the operators of wind plant think that it's still operating, but attackers spoofed the data to SCADA system, and unfortunately, it's not operating. But engineers think that it's okay. After that, the city government changed the power source from the wind farm to the power plant, and after that, attackers attacked the power plant and stopped the gas turbine.
Yeah, I see. So last night
Tony
it was
looks
a
so
blackout,
happy
right?
about hackers
Totally
made the
blackout.
complete blackout.
Yeah, so you see, so the government of the city had a sort of a backup plan, but it's failed as well. So, and I'm pretty sure this type of the risk was not anticipated by the organizers, I think, and that's pretty cool. And that's what I'm talking. That's what I talk about later. So everything in Standoff is interconnected. So hackers can trigger risks using different type of attack vectors, imagine and find new. Yeah. So I think it's the last day of the competition. So what do you think? Will something change? Will attackers try to find something new? So what do you expect?
I think, as we can see, yesterday there was hacked 5 offices, 5 companies of 6, and that night attackers hacked the last company, and I suppose that they will continue their attacks because they quite encourage to gain more points, to hack more infrastructure, and totally distract the city.
Yeah, so last hours are going to be hot, right?
Absolutely, yes.
So yeah, I think that's a very good point to stay with us during these last minutes of the standoffs, last hours. And thank you, Tony, for your insights.
Stop!
Yeah,
Stop!
sorry, Tony. We've got some questions from the studio.
Yes. Just 2 questions to Tony. First of all, hello, Tony. You can't see me probably, but hello.
Yeah, Tony.
Secondly,
hello, Andre, he's online.
Secondly, Tony got a huge wall with screens. You got it too, and I see huge numbers there, like 32,000 something, 14 million. Can you get a little bit into details of what those huge numbers are and why they are so huge?
Yeah, Tony, we've got a question from the studio. We've got such a huge dashboards right behind us, and we've got such a huge numbers as well on these dashboards. Can you explain what is this?
Yeah, sure, no problem. The top right corner, you can see our SIEM system. It's the system to process logs from different systems within the whole infrastructure of our Standoff. You can see more than 30,000 events per second. It means that a lot of attacks and a lot of malicious activity is generating this alerts. And
30 case per second.
Per second, exactly. Wow. It's quite high load. Top left corner, you can see our network attack discovery system. It passes network traffic. There is defect inspection engine under the hood. And of course, it can detect some different kinds of attacks, vulnerability exploitation, malicious activity, reconnaissance, lateral movement, remote code execution, and so on. And you can see there that there is also a very huge amount of attacks. Web application firewall, the black screen. Here you can see the attacks on web applications that are on the perimeter of each office. And right corner, you can see our sandbox system that is supposed to analyze different files to find different malicious payloads that attackers send via email and also via network, because they need to somehow communicate from compromised servers to their command and control server. And of course, they pass through the network traffic some reverse shells and malicious payload.
Yeah, thank you, Tony. It's pretty amazing. So it's a real system. It's screenshots and dashboards of the real systems that are used inside our security operations center, and helps our engineers to judge the competition, to manage competition, and to give us such good insights. So Andre, any questions so far?
Thank you, Roman. It was very informative. Just the last question: with all those products, which you have in SOC, with all those tons of engineers who are watching how hackers are moving, what interesting have you found during the standoff? What is the favorite techniques from hackers? What way they like the most to break into the networks of the companies?
Yeah, Tony, we've got a question, the final question from the studio. Yeah, and the question is about the vulnerabilities, techniques, etc. I mean, red team's techniques. So tell us more about the techniques that red teams use, and what is the favorite technique that you would tell us about? Yeah.
Thanks for the great question. Actually, attackers gain their skill from year to year, and of course they try to leverage some different techniques to compromise the systems. First of all, because all offices have web applications on the perimeter, attackers trying to exploit web vulnerabilities like public vulnerabilities and also some logical vulnerabilities. After gaining their foothold on the perimeter systems, they try to develop their attack within the infrastructure. They try to find ways how they can get to the risks. They make some lateral movement. Of course, they make some reconnaissance. They make some C2 communications. And after that, finally, when they get to the risk, of course, they triggered it. And
get the points.
yeah, exactly. And trying to install some software so they can get the foothold on the system after that, after the compromise.
Persistence, yeah.
And one of the most interesting vulnerability that they leverage was proxy logon. It's quite fresh vulnerability in Microsoft Exchange. It was disclosed in the end of March this year. And of course, attackers use that vulnerability to pass through the perimeter.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So you see that red teams try to exploit completely new vulnerabilities that have been found right a month ago or something like that. So Tony, as far as I understand, the standoff is nothing like about the old vulnerabilities and old stuff. So it looks like modern things.
Absolutely, yes. Because when we develop our standoff infrastructure, of course, we want to put some new, fresh, interesting stuff. So the attackers, we're not going to make their life easy.
Yeah, yeah.
And so to make the whole action interesting, of course, we make some new vulnerabilities, and we use not only public vulnerabilities, because we use also logical vulnerabilities that we...
In a business logic, you mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's cool. That's cool. So standoff is always fresh thing. Yeah, like you may mention. Yeah. And Ray.
Thank you very much, Roman. Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you very much, Roman. It was fantastic.
Yeah,
it
Tony,
was great.
Thank you so much.
And
thank you so much.
I think it's time for me to pass over to Oleg, who is ready to join us from the engineering part of the Security Operations Center, so that you have a chance not only to see those fancy screens behind the back of the Roman, but jump a little bit deeper into how all these techniques, how all these incidents look within the product of Positive Technologies. Hello, Oleg, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello, I hear you. Yeah, do you hear me?
Fantastic, fantastic. Good afternoon, and hopefully you will soon get some sleep, because the battle will finish this night, right? Yeah. Very little left before the finish. So tell us some insights. Maybe you can show us something, some kill chain, some real attack which happened within the city.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for drawing to us. And today I try to explain some a little bit technical details about my investigation, and I'm start to share my screen. Just a second. Yeah, you see?
Yes, we can see you. We can see your screen.
Okay, nice. So, first of all, I prepared one high-level illustration about my timeline. I mean, my investigation, the realized risk by hackers yesterday. Yeah, and it was the attack on the gas station. Yeah. So, Tony told us that what kind of security solution we are using, and right now I'm going to show this deeply in the web interface, each security solution designed by Positive Technologies. Yeah, I used CM, network
Max
attack
Patrol
discovery.
CM from Positive, right?
Yeah, Max Patrol CM by Positive. Yeah. Network attack discovery and
The favorite one from Jet Systems.
Yeah. As you know, it's a core for Security Operations Center. Okay, let's look at the page. Yeah, we see 5 steps. The first steps, it's exploitation of vulnerability on the Exchange server. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a logs in the CM because we lost some information and didn't. I try to explain easily. It is we lost some logs because it high level.
So many events.
Yeah,
yes,
so
I
many
understand,
events. Yeah, and we started to use the rotation logs, and it doesn't important because it's the first point of this attack and kill chain attack. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The next one, it is the select account and use it for connection to the SharePoint user DP connection. Yeah, and let's move on the instance. Yeah, and we see the network attack discovery, and we see that the administrator credentials used for connection to the destination IP address. It is SharePoint, and after that we detect the RDP connection. Yeah, the same host with the same credentials. Yeah. After that, I detected the same incidents on the CM, Max Patrol CM, and what kind of information I detected. It is valid credentials. Yeah, it is. I suggest that it is credentials which was stolen in the first step. Yeah, when was exploited the vulnerability attack. And not brute force and something like that. Yeah, it's a valid connection. It's okay. And for the first time, it may be it's okay, but not this case. The second one, it is DC sync attack. Yeah, come back to the screen. Yeah, it is the desync attack and command control action. Yeah, and this is pretty simple. It's dump a hash password, and in the network attack discovery, I detected. Yeah, we can see this and additional information. I think it doesn't matter for this now, and we can detect it in the CM system and the same launch process. Yeah, create the file, and this is hash password another person. I mean the users. The second one, it is the intermediate host. It is the RDG, remote desktop gateway, and the hacker used the technique to connect another one corporate host. It is the L Spears tube. Yeah, it is the last host inside the corporate segment, and after that, use two users, administrator, supervisor, they can literally move into the gas station and realize the risk. And let's go to see how looks it the first of all the Max Patrol CM. Yeah, we use the RDP connection to the gas station, and the second one we use the same activity in the PT network attack discovery. We can see inspired tube and we use the not typical port for RDP connection. And to the end, we can see the PT SIM, yeah, and it is the same RDP connection between this, this connection, yeah, and this connection. And realized risk, it was the send the command on the DLTV PLC and stop the gas pipeline works, yeah, and the town couldn't use the gas, yeah, and the risk was realized. That's all.
Thank you very much, Oleg. So this last ISIM solution, this thing is for watching the industrial control systems, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So all those incidents on the gas station, on city lights and so on could be detected by this ISIM, right?
Yeah, ISIM, it is the NTA for industrial segment or zone, and this solution can help to understand what's going on in the industrial protocols, and it maybe the ISIM supports more than 70 protocols, SCADA protocols, yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Oleg. I'm taking over from you because I have the last slide to kill. And where we have it, yes, not much time left at the standoff this year. We have passed all this, but we have standoffs actually twice a year. And if you like the show, if you liked the city, you may want to join next November. This November, next November, whatever you call it. And well, if you have something to share, you can join as a speaker and well, share your expertise and have fun with the peers and real security expert. You can also pick up and try to participate as a red team. We've got 30 red teams this year. We usually do not host more than 30, but maybe you are lucky and maybe your skills are so good. You can gather a blue team and put yourself on the defending side, like become a kind of a galaxy defender, and you will be assigned with a piece of the infrastructure which you will protect, or even you can bring your a piece of your own infrastructure, do a mimic copy. We can create a special a special cell within the city for you, so that you will use your real infrastructure and check how security is, how your proprietary software secure, and so on and so forth. We got lots of companies who are doing this year. For example, we have a big retail company from the Eastern Europe participating this year for the first time. They have assigned like 6 or 7 risks, and 5 of them were already triggered. So having said that, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us today. I was really fast. I apologize for being so fast and for not leaving any room for asking the questions. But maybe if you have questions, you can ask Denise, or you can ask Maria, or you can ask Natalia. I don't know. Thank you very much for joining us, and I hope you will be having a good day today. Denise, do you want to say something?
I guess not, because you have already mentioned what's important. Just once again wanted to
drag everyone's
yes, the most important thing. Yeah, I just wanted to drag everyone's attention that I have shared the link in the chat about access to our product portfolio. This is a very nice short document which you can always refer to. I can once again send this link in the chat so everyone can see it. But besides that, yes, feel free to contact Positive Technologies directly or contact Aksoft, our trusted distributor in Turkey. So besides that, that's it, I guess.
I think I see a question. The last one, I will answer it, and we will cut the show. Well, the question was if there is any connection of all these tools with some IRP. We got a kind of an IRP product at Positive Technologies as well. We don't actively market it at the moment, but yes, we send all the incidents into the IRP. That's exactly right. Well, I understand there might be lots of questions, but we have a very tough schedule, so I really apologize. Once you have any questions, feel free to contact the names which were already mentioned, and we will make our best to answer you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us today, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.